Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Guys, I'm coming with a nice little diabetic friendly meal right here. This is going to be some seared pork chop and a butter garlic sauce. So we're going to jump into this video and I'm going to show you how I get it done. Alrighty guys, so as promised, I'm going to start doing a little diabetic friendly meal, even if it's just one video per week. And I'm going to start today with a nice seared pork chop and a butter garlic sauce with some cauliflower rice. So I have my pork chops, my cauliflower rice, little chicken broth, my seasonings, and some butter. Alright, so first things first, I'll go ahead and season up my pork chops right here. These are just some boneless loin chops right here. I'm going to just use a little black pepper. I'm going to be using very little salt in this, guys. I'm not going to salt the pork chop at all. That's actually how my mom likes her pork chops, without any salt. So I'm just using a little black pepper, a little onion powder, and I'm going to use a little smoked paprika on this also. Alright, so I'll get that smoked paprika down on one side, and these are the thin sliced pork chop, guys, so you're not going to need a lot of seasoning on them to begin with. And pork has such a nice natural taste that you really don't even need any salt with it. So once I get that down, then I'm going to just pat that seasoning in with my tongue right here. And I'll go ahead and give that a flip. We're going to get this other side seasoned the exact same way. Alright, and after we have that seasoned up, go ahead and get that patted down. And this is going to be ready to sear off, guys. I'm going to be searing this off in a little bit of canola oil. Alright, so I got my pan right here, and I'm just going to put maybe about 3 tablespoons or so of canola oil in this pan. We're going to let that get nice and hot. I want to sear this pork chop, guys, and get a nice good brown color on it. So once I have my oil nice and hot, I'll just lay our pork chops down inside of here. And these are not going to take long, guys, because they are so thinly sliced. So you definitely want to watch it. And searing on a high fire, this paprika will burn, so definitely don't let it sit too long. On one side, so after we let that go, maybe just about 2 minutes or so, I'm going to come in and I'm going to give it a flip. Alright, you can see it has a nice, beautiful color to it. Alright, so we get this last one flipped over. Then I'll let it go for another couple of minutes, and then I'm going to take this out and make my little sauce that I want to go with this. Alright, so we let this go on the other side for about 2 more minutes. You see this has a nice color on it also, so just going to go ahead and get this out. Place this inside of my little dish right here. Alright, and this is going to go in the oven, guys, for maybe about 25 to 30 minutes, not really long. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get rid of the rest of that oil inside of here. Then I'm going to come in with a tablespoon of unsalted butter. I'm just going to let that get all nice and melted. Make us a nice little sauce to go over our pork chops here. So once I get that butter melted, I'm going to come in and I'm going to add a little minced garlic inside of here. I didn't have any onions, guys. Could you believe that? I sat and let all of my onions just go away. Didn't even get any more onions, but I'm definitely gonna change that. Gotta have my onions. All right, so we're gonna let that garlic cook off for just a minute or two. Just keep stirring that. You don't want to burn that garlic at all, because that's definitely gonna ruin your sauce. So once I let that cook, then I'm gonna come in with this unsalted chicken broth right here. This is the chicken broth I discovered a few months back, and I've been getting this from my mom. She likes this one better. And I'm just gonna add about a cup and a half of this inside of my pan. All right, gonna give that a mix. Come and add just a little bit more inside of here. I want a little bit more liquid in here. All right, so once I get that in, then I'm gonna come in and add a little seasoning to it. Just a little black pepper. And I'm gonna use a little bit more of my onion powder. All right, and being that this is unsalted, and I'm able to control my salt myself, I'm gonna go ahead and add maybe about a half teaspoon of chicken bouillon powder inside of here. Just go ahead and get all of that mixed together right here. All right, and now I'm gonna come and I'm gonna give this a taste and make sure I didn't put too much of that bouillon powder in there. I don't want this to have a high salt content, so I'm gonna go ahead and give that a taste. And everything tasted good. So what I did is I just let this come up to a boil, just like this right here. And I made me a little flour slurry, tablespoon of flour, 2 tablespoons of water. And I made a mistake right here, coming in with the wrong tool. Chef Jeffrey is gonna kill me. Got the wrong tool for the job. Realized that, started looking for my silicone whisk, and silicone whisk was nowhere in sight. So I just panicked, and I went and I grabbed this wire whisk, and I was like, oh God, this wire whisk inside of this pan. Chef Jeffrey is going to kick me out of the old school soul food family. But I just had to roll with it. And I just mixed it as lightly as possible as I could. Finally, I got it to come together, smooth itself out for me. Just like this right here. Those bits that you see in there now are still the minced garlic. So I got it smoothed out, and then I just dumped it on top of my pork chops, covered it, put it in the oven, 300 for 30 minutes. All right, so while that was in the oven, I went on ahead and cleaned that pan out. We're not using a bunch of dishes. Nobody wants to be washing a bunch of dishes. And I just got me another tablespoon of butter inside of here, unsalted butter. We're going to hook up this cauliflower rice real quick. You can just get that butter melted. Once we have that melted, we're going to come and dump our cauliflower rice inside of here. Get all of that. We want to get all of that out of this bag. All right. And guys, you want to cook this on a high fire so that you could kind of dry it out some so it won't be real soft and mushy. And we're going to season it up with a little black pepper and a little onion powder. And I'm going to come in and add just a little bit more of my chicken powder inside of here. So you can see this Dish has very little sodium in it, guys, and not a lot of grease or excess fat or anything like it would be if I was cooking some nice smothered pork chops. You having something that's nice and light right here. We just want to get this spread out as much as possible. You gotta let it cook on a high heat. Like I said, guys, we're gonna dry this thing out a little bit so that we don't have real wet, mushy cauliflower rice. Alright, so I'll let that cook, and then I will be back. Alright, guys, I am back. We'll go ahead and give our cauliflower rice a little mix right here. See, it's just slightly dried out a little bit. Still needs to cook a few more minutes. We're just gonna give that a nice mix. You can see it's starting to get a little color to it, a little light brown hue to it. We're just gonna spread that back out and let it cook for maybe another 2 minutes or so. And after another extra 2 to 3 minutes, this is what it looks like right here. That's absolutely perfect. Got that thing dried out some, not sticking to the spoon a lot, not mushy. That's gonna be some good cauliflower rice right there. Alright, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and start getting everything played up. Take my thumbnails and stuff, and then we're gonna give this meal a try. Some nice good cauliflower and pork chops. Alright, guys, I forgot I did the plating with this thing. So we're just gonna plate this up real quick. Not gonna take long to bring this together. I'm just gonna get my cauliflower rice down right here. Someone always texting me when I'm doing my voiceover. Alright, so once we get that down, guys, I'm still working on my presentation. I'll come in and put down, this is my low sugar carrot muffin that I made. Guys, this turned out so great. It only has a half cup of sugar and a couple tablespoons of honey in it, but I have a video for that, and I think you all are really gonna like that. Those muffins came out absolutely perfect. So now I'm getting down 2 pieces of this pork chop right here, and then I'll just come in and put some of my sauce over the top. And I ended up rearranging it a little bit more, guys, but for the most part, this was it. Everything came out wonderful. So I'm about to take my thumbnails, videos, and then do a taste test for you guys. Nice, good seared pork chops with a garlic butter sauce and cauliflower rice. Alright, guys, coming up with a real quick taste test. This is a nice, good pork chops, nice, good garlic butter sauce, some, almost say some lemon rice, cauliflower rice, Chef Jeffrey in the background. Okay, guys, look at that. Great, good God Almighty. Didn't even need the knife. That's how tender that pork chop is. Cauliflower rice, pork chop. See that? I like to get that chef talking about Anita Baker. I like to get that unsalted chicken broth. That way I can control the salt. Absolutely perfect. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Look at that. So tender. Mm-hmm. All right, guys. I'm about to enjoy this. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Alrighty, guys, I absolutely enjoyed this meal right here for my dinner last night. If you guys enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comments so I can continue making these kind of videos for you. And also leave me a comment and a like. And follow me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Twitch TV, Cooking and Chilling with Kenny. And I will see you guys in my next video. Don't forget the hashtag, guys. Just be a blessing to someone. Peace.